Here we go. This is it. The last episode ever of acknowledged canon Naruto original series. That doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. Like I said, I am going to watch the next episode just to see what the hell they're doing. Maybe I'll dip my toe into a little bit more of it. Passing glance, I don't have time to watch 100 episodes, 5 seasons apparently, whatever. What they said that was, let me see this. 4 more seasons. Like, yo, Adler. I'm like, how? That much filler. That is absolutely insane. But we're not here to talk about filler. We're here to talk about the last canon episode, if you're not gaslighting me. So, let's go and get into this. 135. 3, 2, 1. By the way, I think it's true that, like what I predicted, because I said they'd wrap up the fight last episode, and then this will just be the wrap up of everything, right? Wrap up of the story arc. Don't ask. Even the dog's upset. Who the hell is this? Are they medics? What about the rest of them? He don't even know anybody's dead yet. I want to see him hear about that, even if that's filler. Yeah, you may want to watch the road, dude. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, let's break this down. Excellent, you'll live. Wait, they're not dead? Oh man, if they undercut those deaths, you got to be shitting me. Especially Choji. I trusted you, Sho. I trusted you. Look, I don't want him to die, but like that cheapens the entire episode. Like if you rewatch it, that means nothing now. The whole point of it was that was it for him, man. That's annoying. Guess that's her medical tape, right? It's got spells that'll help him. She does have the medical background. Yeah, isn't that a steroid? I mean, you'll get thrown out of the NFL for using deer antler. Yeah, we got a vet in here too. Fantastic. You're mean. I'm a vet, not a doctor. He just needs lots of kibbles and a few bits. What's with the other dogs? Are those medical dogs? Man, this looks like some satanic shit. I'm tired. This is intense, Beth. Disgusting, but apparently effective. I praised this show over One Piece for this very effing thing. Quit trying to be the redhead. Nobody will ever be as much of a bitch as she was. Is that Choji? You suck. You sucked. That's what's clear. Yep. Wow. Yes, it is. She's trying to be the redhead. Not going to work. The redhead has cooler powers, too. Why were you eavesdropping? Don't you mind your own goddamn business? Jesus. You gonna take this shit outside? I get what he's saying, but still, being mad disrespectful. He was a good leader. He should do it. You talking cash shit. Or you can just bitch out. I'm a leader who's about to kick your ass. This could have been an email. You didn't have to like embarrass me in front of the chick. It's almost like there's a recording studio. The light goes out. Let's have it. Which one? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I cried for this mofo. I cried for that fat, snacking son of a bitch. And they bring him back to life. Boy, this is outrageous. He lives too, so ain't nobody died. You're one piece, soft ass, soft as Charmin, baby smooth ass. So nobody died. Man, I thought you were hard. You're just as soft as One Piece, man. How dare I be impressed? Unbelievable. No guts, no glory. Gutless. You have failed this city. So we're saying he would have thrown a temper tantrum, been a baby, and quit being a leader if Choji had died. Is that what we're saying? So Choji had to live for this. Some bitch is what she said was accurate. Fragile ass ego. I'll save it for the wrap up. Boy, when I reach that point, when I'm vlogging, when I do my rewatch, dead to me. Choji may not be dead for real, but he's dead to me. Why do you still have the same voice? You have different vocal cords. Shut up, bitch. Just because you're a scared pansy don't mean I am. Yeah, you better back up. I actually thought he was going to betray Orochimaru. Turns out he's just a lick spittle. Wrecked. How many times has he been bandaged during the course of this series? He keeps getting wrecked. I suppose. Oh, this a hole. Been a while since we've seen her. You didn't tell her? She has to find out by eavesdropping? I guess you just got to fall in love with somebody else. The one bright side of him not coming back. We can stop this romance crap in its tracks, man. Before it even starts. Yeah. Yeah, that's the truth. Well, look, I like the old man, but like he should have died. Just saying. Gutless. No, just eavesdropping. What's up? Aren't you the doctor? Shouldn't you know? I guess he wasn't serious enough. He was on the door of death, I guess. You should be. Just wait till I get a better character arc next series. He really does. Read the room, a hole. She doesn't want to hear you apologize for Sasuke. Zero social cue perception, man. Shut the hell up. Hashtag a hole. From now on, when I send you a social cue, you read it. He's you can't reach this dude. Just walk out. Walk out of the room. Come find me when you're ready to talk about anything else. Literally anything else. Cue the music. I love that song. You hear something enough times, it's just ingrained in your head. And he's keeping the headband. I know they showed it several times, but it just clicked. This is going to be his totem. Okay, well, I'm glad she wasn't going to do what I thought she was going to do. That was weird. What the hell? A nuke? It is a nuke. Oh. The hell do you want? Oh, this dude. Pervy Gramps or whatever he was called. Apparently not. Yeah. That'll be our 3-year time jump, right? It's going to take him 3 years. We got some time. I see. That sets us up nicely for the sequel series. There's 4 seasons, right? Don't you need to level up? Again, in hindsight, it was foolish to tell you the evil plan. guess other people knew too, right? Why would I think that? Right. That's some tight writing because they want to keep Sasuke in play as a character, right? So this makes sense. That's why Naruto was feeling the urgency. So now there's not the urgency. Yeah, look at him. Okay, but this is really good writing, man. Denied. Like nobody could talk him out of it. You couldn't talk him out of it. You couldn't beat him out of it. Sakura couldn't talk him out of it. I get the point, Grandpa. Pervy Sage, that's what it was. Don't make me cuss you out. A friend of me, maybe. They can relate. I just saw the parallel. The parallel's been obvious all along, but like, it just clicked. That's another thing, just clicked for me. We used to be friends, but not anymore. A hole. Not gonna happen. Oh shit. Yeah. You ain't the boss of me. You better pick it up the Hokage. Really? Worse? Impressive. I guess it's what they call tough love. Hey, them's fighting words, man. You can keep talking crazy. Okay. Which I suspect it doesn't. Okay, there we go. F you and F your training. Now get back on your frog and get the hell out of here. He's no longer pervy sage, he's pervy bitch. So you're still going to teach him. Okay, I take it back. Fine, okay. Like I said, the sequel series is going to have plenty of this sumbits, right? Well, unless that's a filler. Maybe that's probably the filler, actually. 7 long years. Oh, so we do have a deeper enemy. Interesting. Say, Itachi. Look at him all evil. Interesting. I like this. Yeah, they're really setting the table for the sequel series. I like it. Hell yeah. This is what he's referring to. Very interesting. I like that. Well, well, well. I like that a lot. Alrighty, well, here's what's going to happen. Getting ready to do the final character wheels. And in the comments, let me know if there's any other characters that you want me to do wheels for. I'm doing the obvious three, right? Nominate any other characters you want me to do a wheel for. And I'm going to be doing about a week from now, a week from the time this drops, December 15th or whenever the hell that is. Let me check. Yeah, December 15th. So, Merry Christmas. Pretty soon. The day this drops, I'll start collecting comments and I'll start recording a comment corner going all the way back from everything that's from the last episode. I recorded this on October 17th. Everything from October 17th up to now. Pick out the best comments and probably collect screenshots of the best ones. That's probably the best way to do it. As I see good comments, so yeah, I want to deal with this. So I'll do screenshots. But this last week of episodes, be sure to comment there because I'm specifically waiting until sometime in the middle of next week just to make sure get all the comments, especially for this episode. I'll answer them. I'll talk or address them or whatever. Some maybe it could be questions, but also just comments. I'll address them and also I'll take note of anybody you want me to do a character quarter for. Character wheel, I guess. I have a few ideas. Even if nobody nominates anything, I'll probably do a couple people. I have a couple months, so I have to worry about it. But I'll probably do a couple people. I want to do the top three now while I'm thinking about it. And then, but like I said, if there's somebody you want me to deal with, want me to address, I can do that. This has been a great run, man. Great series. Where do I rank it? I like it. It's just as good as Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'd say it's on the level of that. Okay, Fullmetal is definitely in my top 10. Attack on Titan is probably the best series I've ever seen. Samurai Champloo are in the top 10. I really like Love is War. That's in the top 10. That's a very different kind of show. Chainsaw Man's pretty good. Like, the problem is I've only seen about 10 shows, right? So, yeah, I really need to see another 30 shows before I can have a concrete top 10. But I'd say Full Metal would be in my top 5, honestly. And this is right there with it. This is as good. You love the characters. They've got some pacing issues that keeps it from being the top. This isn't the best one I've ever seen. There are pacing issues. I feel like we should have had some more side missions. I talked about that a long time ago, but I still believe it. We should have had more side missions, another 2 missions after the bridge thing before we got into the examination. Because once we go into the examination, shit hits the fan. Everything changes permanently. So we should have had a couple more side missions. We should have gotten to know the characters, seen their dynamics together more, see them be a team more. Now that we know this was the plan for Sasuke all along, we really needed that time together because they're not a team anymore once they reach the exam. They're individual components, right? And yeah, they talk sometimes and they do a few things, but they're not a team. We needed more time with them as a team. We just didn't get enough time. I also feel like it was a mistake to sideline Sasuke for 50 episodes or however long that was, like a ridiculous amount of episodes. You sidelined him. So that just was a mistake. So I think they made mistakes. Now that I've seen the whole breadth of the series, I know what their plans were. We would have connected with him more because we were watching this. You went almost a year. If you're watching this week to week, you went almost a year without seeing anything from Sasuke. Like that's how are we supposed to be connected with that character? How are we supposed to feel the pain of what happened here at the end? It makes no sense. I don't understand that choice. It's not even like the actor got pregnant and had to go off, and so they had to write him out of the story for a while. It's voiceover. They can pick it up at home if they have to, right? So that just makes no sense. So I don't know. Those are a few things that keep it from being the best show I've ever seen. But it's still really, really good. You love the characters. The magic system makes a lot of sense. All the political intrigue makes sense. The enemies are great. The characterization is great. I love how people turn from antagonists to allies, and the whole thing, everything is just so good. So, I even enjoyed some of the filler. So, but yeah, that's overall thoughts of the show. Alright, here we go with the final character wheel for this series, and we're starting with Sakura. Alrighty, comedy 100, maturity 400, magical skill 100, cunning 300, self-discipline 200, character assassination 400. Here's the thing. I don't think we had more than 5 minutes of screen time with her since the last time I did her. But I just want to crank up character assassination one more time because I'm annoyed. Like, they just don't have anything for her to do. She could have totally went with them and assisted. Like, carried off the wounded or helped distract. I mean, she there's things she could. She has medical training, somewhat. We've seen her do it a little bit. She could have totally done it. She could have scouted. Like, when you're facing an enemy, she could have retreated. But there's things you could do, man. Even if you're weak, there's things you could do. Xander fought side by side with Buffy for 7 years. He was weak as hell, man. Like, come on. Give me a break. Like, so they could have included her if they wanted to. They just didn't want to. I'll be honest. I mean, I'd really be curious to see whether she did anything more than what we saw here in this last 50 episodes. Did she do any more than that in the manga? Let me know. Did she have any impact, or was she just sitting on her ass back in the Leaf Village the entire goddamn time? Let me know. I'm curious. I suspect not. So what do we take away from? I guess I'll take 50 each from cunning and self-discipline. They weren't really on display because they didn't give her anything to do. So yeah, 31% character assassination. That feels pretty good to me. A-holes. Sasuke, you right bastard. So, angst is 31%. The curse is 19%. Maturity is 8%, or 6%. Magical skill is 25. Cunning is 13. Self-discipline is 6. Self-discipline and maturity feel about right. They're where they need to be. Curse obviously should be more. So let's bump that up to 500. Cunning, I'm going to strip this cunning down to 50 because what he did was dumb as hell. He chose some things out of his own free will. He was brought back from the precipice. The curse was beaten back and he still made the choice to leave. That's on you, buddy. That was dumb as hell. You're a dumbass. I don't know that we have as much angst for him anymore. He doesn't really. I mean, I guess the other characters have angst for him, but he doesn't have much angst. He has angst over his family dying, of course, but not as much. Let me go and knock that down to 200. This allows us to get his magical skill back up to a higher percentage because he is pretty damn magical. We can give him that, right? And the curse is nasty. So the bottom line is curse is 41%. Magical skills 31%, and then the only other thing is angst, right? And everything else is really low, with his cunning being really low because he's a dumbass. I don't make the rules. I just call him as I see him. Dumbass. You could have gotten revenge. Like, wouldn't you rather have Naruto on your side when you go after your brother? No. Your ego demands it has to be you by yourself. Here's the thing. If I want to get revenge on somebody, I don't care if a tree limb falls off a dead tree, crashes down and hits the person on the top of the head, cracks their skull open, and kills them. And I had nothing to do with it. I was following them. I watched it happen. Cool. Job done. Walk away. It doesn't have to be me. You just want the end result. You want the end result or not? No. His ego demands it has to be him and him alone that causes this vengeance. He and his ego have to be who kills his brother to get revenge. He doesn't care about the end result. If he cared about the end result and he cared about not being a dumbass, he would enlist Naruto and maybe some of these other powerful friends, and they would all go, right? No. It has to be him by himself. That's why he's a dumbass. That's why he's evil. I'll be doing new character sheets for the new series, and it's going to be interesting to see what I can fit for categories. I might have a dumbass level for him. There might be a dumbass category just solely for him. And maybe a fragile ass ego category. We'll see. I don't mean to take it out on him, but, this is what it is. Alright, here we go. Naruto. Cunning, 28%. Magical skill, 31. Maturity is 16. Self-discipline, 16. Comedy 6, and evil is 3%. Evil's where it needs to be. He's not gonna be evil. This all feels pretty good, actually. I'd say maybe he's taken up a level in maturity even a little bit more. He's more mature now. I also like how headstrong he is and how he paves his own way. He's going to do things his way. He's not just going to do what adults tell him. I like that about him. I consider that maturity. I'll take a little from magic skill, not again because he's lost any magic. Simply these are proportions, right? Proportionally speaking, this is where we're at. So, final numbers, 25% each for cunning and maturity. Self-discipline, pretty good. He still has a way to go. He's got 3 years. He'll pick up on it. I think he's my favorite character still. He's my favorite character. We don't have a huge number of characters to choose from. Some people like these side characters, but then these side characters don't show up for 25, 30, 40 episodes. Say like you love the Blondie with the fan. Man, she's had a total of 30 minutes screen time in the last 100 episodes or whatever it was that we left the exam situation. Very little screen time after that. So it's hard to be a fan of a character that's never around. It'd be hard to be a Sakura fan, honestly. Man, that'd be frustrating. So it's pretty much Naruto. Or I guess you'd be situationally fans because we had a run of episodes where it's all the crew, the team, each one had their moment. So if you're a Naruto fan, you may have went a week or two of watching an episode a day, or like a month or two if you're watching it once a week without seeing him. But still, it's hard to have like a favorite character who's never around. So that's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm curious who your favorite characters are. Like I said, I don't feel like there's a huge number of options here, but maybe I'm wrong. I guess you could also be the Draco leather pants thing, like Orochimaru or somebody like that, or gray haired dude. I kind of like the gray haired dude a lot. Can't get a read on that sumbitch. I guess he's just a lick spittle, I suppose. A little disappointing. You would want more from somebody that cool. I think he's pretty cool. Well, that's a wrap. Like I said, there'll be one more video next week.